shit corner today, I'm afraid, because we're heading in the opposite direction, namely the Peak District. The plan being, head to Wetton Mill for a cuppa, through the usual Swainsley Tunnel, and then on to the Grundleford Station Cafe for dinner. Let's see how that goes. As per usual, a little bit of motorway gets us out of the urban sprawl. In this case it's the M6 up to junction 12, and then on to the Spread Eagle, where hopefully anybody else who's coming along will be waiting there. Another couple of Royal Enfields in the lay-by there. Here we are, the Spread Eagle, where the A5 crosses the A449, and by the look of that Royal Enfield Gorilla, I'd say Jonathan's not far away. Right, as I sneak back up to the A65, the plan is carry on to Stafford, from Stafford through to Uttoxeter, Ashbourne, then a cuppa at Wetton Mill. And it's through Stafford with a turning for Jones and Alcock motorcycles just there, Royal Enfield dealers. Coming up here on the left, the Castlewood Cafe as was, and then became the KI Cafe. There's a sign there saying it's under new management. So there we go, that's somewhere to poke my nose in the near future. A quick fuel stop in Uttoxeter. I think me and Andy will be alright for another 60 or 70 mile or more easily. And before long we're rolling through Ashbourne. I must admit it's a lot quieter midweek than it is of a weekend, which is to our benefit. Then it's off the A515 and onto the back lanes of the Peak District. You can't really make it out on the video, but the top of that hill on the right there is absolutely rammed with people that have walked up it. I've got a better idea. I'm going to ride down it. Sounds like the exhaust's sucking a bit of air in again. I did re-lock wire it the other day. Something else to check when I get home. Alright, thanks to this motorhome driver who pulls in to let us past. If only they were all like that. Now occasionally this drift camera will manage to corrupt one of the video files, and the one it managed to corrupt this time was just as we're pulling to Wetton Mill. So here's a photograph of the bikes at Wetton Mill and the vicious attack chicken that identified as a duck. Right, having had a cuppa, It's back over the bridge, and on we go. There's a few autumnal colours starting to come through now. And just round the corner should be the entrance to Swainsley Tunnel. Yes, I know I've videoed it before, but to me it's always worth watching. So you'll have to put up with me riding through the tunnel yet again. Here we go. And back into the daylight. And back down the A515 for a bit. And then we turn off in the direction of Bakewell and Monash. The old Smithy tea rooms at Monash. And for a midweek, there's still a fair few bikers sat outside having the brekkie. This is the main reason really for coming this way. The nice roads, it's nice scenery. Okay, it is a little bit chilly up here, but it's not painfully cold or anything. But anyway, let's press on. Now this is where things went, how shall we say, not quite according to plan. We're at Carver and we need to go straight on, and the Grindleford Station Cafe is 2.5 miles along that road. Only there's a sign there saying the road's closed. What is it? Do we take a gamble, or do we turn right and try and find an alternative way round to Grindleford? We'll take him at the word. We'll turn right and try and find a back route to the cafe. I mean, how hard can it be? Well, we're up on the moorland now, and it's rather breezy, and it's a few degrees cooler. It's still enjoyable, so once again, we'll carry on. We're approaching the Fox House, so if I turn left here, that should put me on the right road back to the Grindleford Station Cafe. We will soon find out. Yes, it's looking promising. This looks vaguely familiar. Not very far down here. And it'll be dinner time. The Grindleford Station Cafe. A 9-mile detour, but we finally made it. And guess what? It's closed until the 28th of this month. Okay, plan B, the Underman. It's just over 7 miles from here, so it looks like dinner at the Underman then. A quick 7 miles later, and we roll up at the Underman around 2 o'clock-ish. I don't shut till 3, so we're alright. I went for that good old favourite, sausage, beans and chips, and very nice it was too. Right, it's 3 o'clock. The cafe's just closed, so we head towards Bakewell, going the usual route via Monsell Head. And I believe Bakewell will be the next place we fill up with petrol, seeing as Andy's bike has only got a 2-gallon tank and we've been out most of the day. Speaking of petrol, I forgot to turn mine on when I left the cafe. That's better. We're running again. And it's past the viewpoint at Monsell Head. Bakewell and petrol time. But I'm afraid the garage at the Co-op has only got E10. But there's a Texaco garage the other side of the road, so we'll go and have a look to see what they've got. And the 2 pumps at the end were both E5. How useful is that? Okay, here's the maths bit. At 106 miles, we've got 7.28 litres, which in real money is 1.6 gallon. So the A65 is doing 66 miles to the gallon. Well, 66.5 miles to the gallon if you want to be accurate, but who's counting? Which really, for a 750 twin, ain't too bad. From Bakewell it was on to Ashbourne, then from Ashbourne the A515 towards Lichfield, and of course we have to pull in our usual lay-by at Kings Bromley by the River Trent and stop for the obligatory leg stretch and photograph. The only drawback with coming back this way at this time of day is the traffic, but if nothing else it did give the A65 clutch a bit of a workout in slow moving traffic, and it didn't seem too bad. So I think we can safely say the clutch is now working. It's losing a little bit of oil, but not enough to be a concern. So there we go. Hopefully the electric start kit is done and dusted and it's now working. And it's only taken about 9 months of piddling about to get it to work right. Bit of a poor show for a kit that should have done everything it said in the adverts. But hey ho, such is life. And as we roll round Oshit corner, it ain't been a bad day, considering the rain we've had over the last 2 or 3 days. The roads are not as dirty as I thought they would be. Oh, you remember that road that was closed earlier on? Well, we came back down that way and the road wasn't closed at all. So until the next time, see you later.